It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now Wilson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Hey, 0-0-0. 2-3.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be he's swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he helped.
And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone and not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 29, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's complete to Slayton. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They go play action with Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. As he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Richie James, 34 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Giants are back within a score. Extra point try good by Gano, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll send the tight end in motion. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Jones on 3rd down. James has got it. Complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 and the 34. 108 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a 1st-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. On one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson, a throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big gains in succession.